Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Izin memperkenalkan diri, saya Alvira Aprilia Putri, perwakilan dari SMPN 1 Margahayu, Subrayan 4. Pada pertemuan ke-8 ini, saya akan menceritakan kembali isi buku yang telah saya baca berjudul Si Anak Pintar, karya Terelai yang diterbitkan oleh Republika Penerbit dengan jumlah halaman 345. Kali ini saya akan menceritakan kembali menggunakan bahasa Inggris atau biasa disebut dengan storytelling. This book is entitled Si Anak Pintar, written by Terelai and published by Republika Publisher. This book tells about the story of an intelligent boy named Pukat. He is the second child of the couple Syahdan and Nurmas. He has one older sister named Eliana and two younger siblings named Bulian and Amelia. Each chapter of this book has own story, but all the stories are related to the next story. At the beginning of the story, it is told how friendship with his friends, especially with Raju, who is his best friend. But in the midst of their friendship, there was a problem that made them not greet each other. This fighting was caused by Raju, who initially mocked Pukat with his yo, namely the god. He did that because he was jealous with Pukat, who always used to be a good example in their class and was pointed by his teacher. Even though it was a problem like that, but their conflict lasted for up to months. And finally, there was an incident brought them to the peace, and they finally make up. But not long after that, a very painful incident was occurred, namely a fast fight occurred in this village. At the time, Raju was waiting for the field upstream of the river. All the efforts were made for save him, but in the end, Raju couldn't be helped, and then Pukat lost his good friend. In another dream, it is told how much a mother loves. His mother told Pukat to strictly not to come home from the field at the time, but Pukat objected. His mom forcing him to sleep outside the house as a punishment, but next day Pukat got sick, which made his mom feel sorry. At first, Pukat was very angry with his mom, and he didn't even want to be bribed by his mother. But after time, he realized that his mother not willing to take care of her housework, not sleeping well just because of taking care of him. He realized that mother love is limitless, and hating mother is worst thing a person can do. In this book, it is told how difficult it is for someone to make living in the village. Pukat and other siblings help their parents to work in the forest and fields as a farmer. From this chapter 2, I realized that without farmer, we can eat rice, and farming is not an ordinary job. Also, the book was told about Wakyati, who always gives him a tricky riddle, which are really difficult to grasp. Actually, in this book, there are so many adventure and fair wisdom, but the great thing is each adventure provides its own lesson. This book also tells about brilliant ideas of Pukat, who always saved many people in his village. From him who managed to find thieves in the train, help Ahmad's mother to sell, and there are so many stories in this book bring life lessons. One of them is how we can endure not talking about other people, because the dirtiest drain pipe is actually a human mouth. At the end of the story, tells after 14 years, he is the one who is finally studying in Amsterdam and meet Raju, who actually did not die. At that moment, he received a letter from Bulian, which turned out the answer to Wakyati riddle that he had been looking for the answer to. In fact, that whole story of his childhood is all about Wakyati riddle. Hanya itu yang dapat saya sampaikan. Mohon maaf apabila ada salah kata. Terima kasih atas semua perhatiannya. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam literasi.